Hang on, I want to watch this again. Oh shit, Metroid Dread development history. I fucking told you. Also, what the fuck was like the theme song in this? Zelda's dead again. It's like jazzy. This is gonna be like Wind Waker, but in the sky. It's kind of like, you know what? It's, you know what that reminds me of, because like Skyward Sword had all the floating islands as like a hub world, and this almost looks like what people wish that was. It's like that meets the Wind Waker system with like the ocean and all the islands you can go to, except this looks like it's more populated. I wonder, because he said it's been expanded into the sky. So I wonder if that means that you can still go like to a lot of the locations from Breath of the Wild 1. I would hope so, as long as they don't get lazy about it. But they already have all of that built, and if the whole fucking game takes place in like the same Hyrule as before, there's no reason to not reuse a lot of the areas that are already like made. They could change them to do something else, but huh. And then he's got this shit. This looks like it's almost just going to be like the Sheikah slate of this game. Yeah, cause see that he just held his arm out and it did this what I looks like the stasis thing. He didn't even have a Sheikah slate. Shooting fire out of it, turning into a drop of water. Yeah, I don't know about that. Some kind of temple. I really have to shit. So, yeah, what the fuck? You know what the fuck? Wait. When the first trailer dropped, when the first trailer dropped, Aonuma or somebody said in an interview that this was going to be akin to Majora's Mask in terms of how dark it is um, for the series. And the first trailer definitely seemed like it. In fact, the trailer, aside from the part at the end where Hyrule Castle, which is funny because this is almost like the second half of that clip in the first trailer, where it's starting to rise out of the ground, and then now it actually is. The first trailer made a very heavy emphasis on like the caverns beneath Hyrule Castle, or what we'd assumed it was beneath Hyrule Castle. And now it was like dark and foreboding and very creepy and like claustrophobic underground, and it's like they've just completely done a 180 with like the tone, because now it's bright, it's sunny, you know, you're outside, you're in the sky, very far away from any caverns that would be underneath Hyrule. I'm not complaining. I think I'm gonna fucking love the shit out of this game. You got the paraglider like before. There's that weird like temple island there. I love like the yellow. Okay, so we are on the ground. Jesus Christ, am I fucking blind? We are on the ground. There's Death Mountain. There's the Dueling Peaks, I think. So we are on the ground. I don't know what that is. What is that? Look at this. That looks, I mean, maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Also, the Bokoblins like grew up. They have these big horns now. He's wearing this. Oh my god, I'm getting too into it now. I'm getting too into it because I'm starting to notice things. Unless he put something over his rune hand, he doesn't have the rune hand in this shot. In fact, he's wearing a completely different outfit. It's his standard champion's tunic and like the rest of the standard clothes. The paraglider's different because it's got these things on the end of it. So it's not the same one as before, or maybe it's just been adorned with new decorations. I don't know what the fuck. See, what the fuck is this? It's the same quiver, different shoes, different shield, bow, different looking bow. Maybe that's one of the Rito bows. I don't know. There's birds. like a spiritual gate. I love the yellow color. I like this thing. I don't know what the fuck this is, but if there's one thing Breath of the Wild needed more of, it was enemies. And in fact, it looks like this guy has the same spiritual like energy inside of him that Link's rune hand does, like that green shit. But I love the yellow colors. It's like fall. I like that a lot. Okay, and there's a Talus underneath the thing. Okay, so he's got the rune hand. Okay, so that's a Moblin. It looks like he's on like Death Mountain. Wait. I don't want to do this right now, but I kind of have to. Hang on. So it looks like this Moblin up at the top has kind of like a... not a do-rag. I don't know. There's something up here. I'm not going to zoom in and do all that stupid bullshit, but this one's got like metal on his horn. This one, he's got hair. What the fuck? Hang on. Their horns are like different. I don't know what that thing is. I can't even tell if it grabbed him. Link's got a giant fucking thing. Okay, so the rune thing can't shoot fire. There's like a fire thing on the rune hand. It's this like dragon thing right here. Turns into water. Looks totally fucking different. He looks like Ashitaka from Princess Mononoke, like with his hair down. But blonde. I'm trying to... oh, okay, alright. So then down here... holy fuck! Okay. So down there at the bottom, right? Oh, my finger's in the way. Down there at the bottom. Whatever. It's those like mushroom platforms that was near one of the villages. It's by the big canyon in Breath of the Wild that Dinral, the fire dragon, flies through. These are around there. In fact, the canyon's probably there. That might be the canyon itself. Because then this would be the Gerudo Highlands. That all matches up geographically. So where did these islands come from? So there's definitely like the ground. I mean, he was on the ground earlier, but he was dressed differently. He looked like he did in Breath of the Wild 1. So is that a flashback that you play through? Is there some kind of event that happens like halfway through the game or maybe a little earlier that causes this thing to happen where Hyrule Castle goes up in the air and brings all these islands up with it and makes them a beautiful shade of gold? I don't know. Something happens. Something happens, and it's definitely after. Post. It is a sequel. Why, this isn't news. But this Link looks a lot more primitive. In fact, he looks... he looks like the Link that was in all of the hieroglyph type things in the cutscenes for Breath of the Wild. Wild hair, sandals. Fuck me. Go to images, you asshole. This. Okay. I guess we didn't really get a lot of detail. But he looks like that. Green-ish tunic. It's like it's green in color. Just like the tunic that he has in the trailer. I might be reading way too far into this. But the wild hair, too, is like another thing. Although, and the shield looks a lot more simplified in design than the other chic as shit. There's gonna be so many fucking analyses on this shit. It's not even funny. This is like some weird symbol here on this guy, like a broom. This looks like some shit out of Skyward Sword. I feel like there's enemies in Skyward Sword that look like that. Yeah, there's Mount Sartorial, or Sartori, where you can find the Lord of the Mountain. It's all here. It's all on the ground. Death Mountain, maybe. Don't know where that is. In a cavern, thank God. Turn into juice again. Very strange. But yes, these are landmarks that I do recognize. Gerudo Highlands. That canyon, I can't remember the name of it. So the question is, when and where does this happen? Probably here. Are those hands? Are those supposed to look like hands pushing that up? Zelda's Lullaby. What the fuck happens? A lot of questions. Didn't really answer jack shit. In fact, what happened in the beginning? Zelda fell and she can't get up. Okay, so something attaches itself to Link. There's Malice. Ganon Mummy alive. And then Zelda falls. R.I.P. getting to play as her, like a lot of people thought. I'm gonna listen to the music this time. It's got the backwards music again from the first trailer. Yeah, I don't know. The music is very much more like upbeat. It definitely has influences from like the original Breath of the Wild theme. #1 on trending. You goddamn right. The original Breath of the Wild theme is definitely in there somewhere. Like that's definitely in there. But it's a lot more like jumpy and jazzy is definitely a word I would use to describe that. Well, let's read the YouTube comments real quick. And they're really fucking stupid. Well, that's really fucking cool. I do want to watch this Metroid Dread development history video, but I'm not going to do that right now. Anyway, that's it. It's just about an hour. I don't know how much I'm going to cut this, but anyway, yeah. See ya.